going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 23 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. So in this video, we've got the Chicago Bears, 3 seasons to win a Super Bowl. Injuries will be on, same rules as the previous Madden NFL 23 rebuilds that we've done, which you can find down below in with the playlist that we have down below in the description. And yeah, while you're there, leave a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And also, all my socials are down below there as well if you guys want to go check me out there. And I guess with that being said, leave a comment down below if you have some other video ideas, and let's just see if we can rebuild the Bears and get them a Super Bowl in this video. Alright, so we are locked and loaded into the game. Let's take a look at the roster that we've got going on over here. So here we are with the Chicago Bears. We've got Roquan Smith, David Montgomery, we've got Eddie Jackson, Robert Quinn, Jalen Johnson, Cody Whitehair, Darnell Mooney, Carlos Santos, Cole Kmet, Travis Gibson, Tavon Young, Byron Pringle, without the S, so not the chip, Riley Rafe, Dante Pettis. Our QB is going to be Justin Fields, which is pretty cool. Okay. It's not terrible. There's some decent players here. There's some work we could do, but let's take a look at the squad and see where we could potentially improve the team. But I think in our first season or so, we're not going to be that great. But let's see how we can improve this team right now. Maybe sign a couple guys. We'll see how Justin Fields develops. In terms of right guard, could look to pick up one here. Maybe a Darrell Williams just for a season. Could go with him. At a left outside linebacker, you could pick up a Trey Flowers for a season. Would be the end of the world. So I think I'll just do that. We'll sign those two guys. We'll take a look at our draft pick situation because I am kind of curious to see if I need to make a move for other draft picks. And also just because I feel like we want to draft somebody in this upcoming draft. So, all right, let's see what we got in terms of picks before we start simulating. So, if we go to the trade center, let's see our pick situation. Decent amount of cap space, of course, but you know, we'll see if that stands. We do have first round pick, second pick, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, and we have picks next year as well. So, I don't know. Maybe we try to get another pick. Maybe another first-rounder the mid-season if we're doing really, really bad. So, I will see you guys at the mid-season. We're going to simulate and see how this team is at the mid-season point. Show you the stat. Oh, weirdly, this team is 4-3. It makes no sense. This team should not be 4-3, but we are. Okay. Wow, really, a lot of these teams are like 5-2, 4-2. We're 4-3. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed at the midseason. Was not expecting that, honestly. And it seems like we don't really pass the ball that much, and we allow a lot of people to pass against us. But other than that, we look like we're pretty solid in everything else. So let's take a look at how the stats are looking for Justin Fields. It's, you know, he doesn't pass the ball that much. But he's got a pretty good passer rating. Only thrown 1 interception, so that's good. I mean, he's not turning the ball over. Not a lot of TDs, but I assume we're running the ball a lot with David Montgomery. Just feels rushing a bit too, which is cool. Khalil Herbert. We're actually not really running the ball that much. Well, I guess we have, but still. Darnell Mooney. He's my leading receiver right now. Then Cole Kmet. Byron Pringle. Dante Pettis. Okay. Not bad. It's not bad. In terms of blocking, how we doing on this front? It's okay. Riley and Tevin have allowed a decent amount of sacks, but it's not too bad. In terms of defense, Nicholas Morrow is my leading tackler. Then we got Dane Krugenshank. Short safety, actually. Then we got Kyler Gordon. Jalen Johnson. All right. In terms of sacks, Robert Quinn. Travis Gibson, Roquan Smith. They've got a decent amount of sacks to their name. 3 receptions for Jalen Johnson leading the team, then Brisker with 2, and then Smith, Morrow, and Jackson with 1. There's your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. So, okay. We are 24th in offense in terms of total yards, which is not a lot. Our passing is probably near the bottom. It is. Our rush is near the top, actually. But I feel like we don't really score a lot. Maybe we do. Defensively, I feel like we've been pretty solid too, though. Right? Right? No? No. See, it's inexplicable. I don't know how this team is 4-3, honestly. Like, I would expect this to be worse. But here we are. 4-3. So we're in the hunt. I mean, maybe we make the playoffs. You never know, but let's just simulate it and see what happens. I mean, I do want to try to get another pick, though. All right, traded for pick 83 from the Philadelphia Eagles for our 4th, 5th, and 7th round pick. So just getting a slightly higher pick for some low picks. I did re-sign Roquan Smith, so this is the first time I've ever actually decided to extend somebody. So I did end up extending him, but we'll just wait to extend maybe the rest of the guys. I think Montgomery's going to be a free agent as well. We have a lot of cap space, it looks like, so we'll definitely try to improve the team through free agency. So I guess with that being said, let's simulate and see what happens with the Bears. Shocking turn of events. We went 8-9, but we somehow made the wild card with this team. To be honest, it doesn't make any sense, but I'll take it. 8-9, losing record. But we did make the playoffs, so can't complain, I guess. So our streak stays alive of making the playoffs with every team, at least once in a video. In terms of the bracket, you guys see it, we are up at the top right, taking on the Bucks. Lions and the Rams in the bottom right corner. My face cam's blocking the Lions. Alright, so interestingly enough, we did make the playoffs, which is weird, but we did. Actually, the defense stepped it up a bit in the second half of the season, looks like. We just didn't really pass the ball that much. But let's see how Justin Fields ended up doing and the rest of the squad. It's okay. It's not amazing. I mean, he definitely threw a lot more interceptions in the second half of the season, but pretty solid numbers for him. 4 for 4,000. That's not bad. He just didn't throw the ball. I feel like he's got to throw the ball a little bit more, but it's fine. I mean, David Montgomery had a good season rushing, so you can't complain about that. He also rushed the ball a lot. He had a lot of rushing. He was good at rushing, so obviously he runs a little bit. So that's good to see from him. Khalil Herbert was also, as our secondary, not terrible as well. With Byron Pringle leading the team in reception yards, 911, nice. Cole Kmet, 908 yards for him, 7 TDs for Darnell Mooney, 5 for Dante Pettis. Okay. Keel Harry had a little bit of had some touches. All right. Blocking was okay. It could have been better. So maybe we're trying to improve there a little bit. In terms of our defense, we had 18 tackles for loss for Roquan. Cruzshank and Morrow led the team in tackles. We had 12 sacks from Robert Quinn, 11 from Roquan Smith. Travis Gibson had 7 of his own. So pretty solid stuff there. Jalen Johnson had 5 interceptions and Brisker 2, and then a lot of these other guys down here had 1. So pretty good defensively, I'd have to say. Carlos Santos missed 5 field goals and missed 5 extra points. Dang. Okay. Maybe it's that Chicago weather. But, yeah, and kick return, punt return, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, offensively, 22nd, not amazing. Our passing, I think, was probably near the bottom, and it was. But rushing, oh my gosh, I can't stop sneezing. Okay. Rushing was near the top, though, which makes sense. All right, not bad. How about defensively? Where were we? Near the top. Makes sense. So yeah, defensively, in terms of total yards, we were pretty solid. I feel like we defended well against the rush overall for the year. And in terms of passing, definitely an improvement there in the second half of the season. So still only went 8-9 though, which is a little strange, but Josh Allen won the MVP. Interesting. And then Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year. All right. Well, we're taking on the Buccaneers. I don't expect to beat them. So we'll probably lose here. And we'll just go on to next season. Unless we somehow win. But I highly doubt it. Okay. So we ended up losing 35-21. Not a surprise. I was not expecting to win. I wasn't even expecting to make the playoffs. So, I mean, that's definitely an overachievement right there. So let's advance to the offseason, see who wins the Super Bowl, and then go from there. Well, at the 7, the Buccaneers ended up winning the Super Bowl. Tom Brady was the MVP of the Super Bowl. We had Cooper Kupp, Von Miller, And then for the Falcons, Rookie of the Year and Sauce Gardner from the Jets. So offensive and defensive Rookies of the Years, respectively. You guys see the rest of the awards there. So, all right, let's go on to the offseason. A lot of guys up for negotiation here. I mean, David Montgomery would be nice to keep, but he doesn't look like he's very interested in signing with us. I mean, I'll offer him a contract. We'll give him 5 years. Yeah, 6 years, sure, why not? And he actually accepted. All right, cool. Let's see who else we can accept here, and maybe try to improve on as well. But we have a lot of money, as you guys can see. So let's see who else we can keep. All right, so I was able to re-sign a few guys. These guys I just wasn't able to get back, so not a problem. We have $120 million in cap, so this is going to be where we improve the team a lot, hopefully. So this is where I expect us to make the playoffs. So let's see how we can do it for agency. See who we can sign. See who we can add to the draft. Maybe even a trade or something. And we'll go from there. Free agency recap here. We did get a little bit better. Let's show you guys who we signed. So we got Levante David. I needed a mid linebacker, so we got him. Pretty solid pickup there. Deontay Johnson, add another weapon, the wide receiver. Got David Edwards, DJ Humphries, and then re-signed Darrell Williams. So that's who we ended up getting. So not really like the biggest free agency, but solid nevertheless. So, and I'm gonna have a lot of money, I think, next season as well. So, you know, I'm gonna try to do 2 good free agencies with this team, and maybe try to make some trades. So, we do have our draft pick to make. We have 1 first rounder, a couple third rounders, and a second rounder. So, let's see who we can end up picking with our first rounder. And I'll see you guys at draft. With the talent pick here, we go with Jahmyr Gibbs. He fits the scheme. He's receiving back, so he'll just be another running back for us. So yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, welcome to the team. There's his athletic ratings, so you guys can see. All right, let's just see who else we can pick up for the squad. I'll see you guys once I have the draft results. I'll show you who else we got. So we got Quentin Johnson, Eric Goldsberry, and Javion Cohen. So yeah, that's the rest of the squad we got right there from the draft. So I'm going to advance to the second season, and I'll see you guys once I'm there. For the second season, this is the roster we currently have. So we got Roquan Smith, Levante David, Deontay Johnson, Jalen Johnson, David Montgomery, Robert Quinn, Darnell Mooney, Eddie Jackson, Cody Whitehair, Cole Kmet, Travis Gibson, David Edwards, Justin Jones, Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert, Quentin Johnson, DJ Humphries, Jahmyr Gibbs, Tevin Jenkins. So you guys can see, it's not the most overly powered, talented team. I do think we got better, but really not that much. But for some reason, I feel like maybe this team should still be pretty decent, especially if we played really well last season. So let's take a look at the improved team and see where our depth is lacking. Maybe we try to pick up some guys here to fill out the squad, but it seems like for the most part we're okay. I mean, maybe a left outside linebacker. Try to get one there, but Trey Flowers, we have him. Don't have a kicker. It doesn't look like. So might as well pick up Chris Boswell, or Matt Gay, or Will Lutz. Let's go with Will Lutz. I feel like we haven't ever signed him, so we'll sign him for a 1-year deal. We'll get him on a 1-year deal. So now we have a better kicker. So that's pretty solid right there. Solid pickup there. And in terms of punters, I mean, we have Trenton Gill. Let's get Jake Bailey for the season. Let's pick him up. Have a good punter on the squad. Why not? Boom. And just like that, Jake Bailey is our new punter. So I think that's it in terms of making moves. I mean, unless we want to make a trade, but I think I'll hold off until the midseason. I mean, I'll look to see if maybe we can upgrade our left outside linebacker now, which is possible that we can. So if I do have a trade for you, I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll probably just keep the way it is. And if I do make this trade with this left outside linebacker, that'll be the only trade we make for until the midseason, maybe. Third and a 6th round pick to the 49ers for Al Shaher and Dillard. So small little move there. So we get a left outside linebacker that fits the scheme, and then we get another left tackle. So it was a minor little move. I'm not making any move though until the midseason. So I guess with that being said, I'll see you guys once I am there. So this team is 2-5. Okay, 2-5. I mean, we overperformed last season. And I thought maybe if I could just make minimum moves, maybe that's the move. But it is clearly not the move. So 2-5 right now is not very good, obviously. So we got to see what is happening with the team. So let's take a look at the stats, see what we got going on. So Justin Fields, not doing good enough. 92.6 pass rating, 8 interceptions. He's got to get a little bit better than that. So, not looking too hot there. So, hopefully he can improve. If not, I might have to look to move him in the final season. I really don't want to, but if I have to, I have to. Montgomery, Fields, and then we got Herbert, the rush. We got our rookie Gibbs, hasn't played that much. Okay, Deontay Johnson, Darnell Mooney, both met. David Montgomery, okay. Johnson down there as well. How's our blocking looking? Our blocking is could use some work. Jenkins, Humphreys, okay. How we doing on defense? Sacks, we got Levante David, Brisker. This is tackles, actually, sorry. Brisker, Aziz Al-Shahir, who we picked up. In terms of sacks, 6 for Quinn, 2 for Smith, 1 for Al-Shahir. Trey Flowers with 1, half for David and Jones. And only 3 interceptions from Jalen Johnson. Everybody else doesn't have an interception. I forgot to show you guys kick return, punt return, and all that. So let me just show you that. There's punt return, kick return, punting, and kicking. Will Lutz has been good. Alright. So as you guys could saw, offense 20th. Not going to cut it. So we need to do one of 2 things. We're going to make a big trade for an offense player. I think. Do I want to do that? Maybe. Our rush is near the top. Our passing is bottom-ish. So yeah, I don't know. Unless we want to trade for a quarterback. In terms of our defense, I feel like we've kind of taken a step back in that department in terms of total yards. And we have. Yeah, our defense has kind of dipped a bit. So definitely need to make a few moves here. Let's see if we can try to improve the defense and try to improve the offense with a couple trades. I traded away our 1st-round pick this season, a 3rd-round pick next year, and a 5th-round pick in 2024 as well for Jalen Ramsey. So that's a big defensive upgrade there. Huge defensive upgrade. So now we have a really good cornerback. Let's go. 2nd and a 6th-round pick to the Ravens for Queen and Macari. So we get a better mid linebacker and we get another left tackle. Both fit the scheme. So thank you, Ravens. I traded our 1st-round pick next season, 2nd-round pick, and 4th-round pick for Woods and Ika. So we get another defensive tackle and a wide receiver. So improve our offense a little bit. Offensive weapons, get another weapon to throw to. And they both fit the scheme. So that is all the trades we're going to make here. I don't know if that's going to be enough to make the postseason. We still have a lot of cap space. And we'll have some moves to be made in free agency and some people to renegotiate. But we can worry about that when we get to that point. So I guess with that being said, I'll see you guys at the end of the season where hopefully maybe we could turn it around. Well, this team did not turn it around. We went 7-10. You guys can see our ranks not bad, but like not great. So you had 7-10. So this team was 1 game worse, even though we got better. Because that makes sense, right? It's fine though. We kind of got off to a bad start, and 2-5. So we went 5-5 second half of the season. So if we were at 2-5, maybe we'd had a chance. So it is what it is. But let's go take a look at the stats and see what was happening with us. Fields just 34 TDs, 14 interceptions, 96 passer rating. I mean, it's not bad. But will it be enough to help us win a Super Bowl next season? I don't know. That is the question. It's tough. Montgomery had a solid season, though. 10 TDs, 1,200 rushing. I mean, he did a good job rushing as well. Gibbs, Herbert, even Kari Blasingame. Kari Blasingame was pretty solid, too. Blazing game. DeAndre Johnson, 1,000 receiving yards. Woods with 9 TDs and 970 yards. 89 for Mooney and 7. Matt with 779. Okay. It's not brutal. It's decent. Blocking. Humphreys, Jenkins allowed the most sacks. Levante David led the team in tackles. And Queen, who we traded for. Brisker, Johnson. We had 10 sacks from Smith. 8.5 from Quinn, 4 from Gibson, 3.5 for Jones. Patrick Quee, 3 interceptions as well. 5 interceptions for Johnson, Quee with 3, David with 3, Ramsey with 3. Don't know how many with the team, though. How many games did he end up playing? Did you tell me? 17. Okay, he didn't miss any. Just curious to see if he got hurt at all. And then, yeah, nobody else down here really did their did their thing. We actually had a lot of guys with interception on the squad, so Will Lutz, you guys can see 17, 18, 55, 56, kicking, not too bad. Punting, kick return, punt return, all that fun stuff. So yeah, we got one more season. Maybe with the full season with this team, we'll be pretty solid. Middle of the pack offense. I feel like our rush though is near the top, and it was it was fourth. Our passing was bottom 4. Interesting. Defensively, we were middle, like in the middle, but like looks like the bottom half of the middle. So 17th offense in terms of offensive yards. What were we defensively? Like 19th, 20th, maybe. Okay. Lamar Jackson MVP, Coach Leader Arthur Smith. So, okay, we got one more season though, so it's, you know, maybe take it a little step back here, but you know, we do have free agency. We do have a couple moves we can maybe make to help this team. Maybe a couple guys that can improve. So, I guess that being said, let's just simulate see who wins the Super Bowl and go from there. Like the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl again. They beat the Titans this time. Tanner McKee was the quarterback though, not Tom Brady. So that's interesting. You can see Cooper Kupp, TJ Watt. Tanner McKee was the offensive rookie of the year for the Buccaneers. Makes sense. And then Noah Sewell from the Lions. All right, we got one more season. Let's see if we can improve this team and try to win a Super Bowl in our third and final season. It's gonna be tough though. That'd be a really tough turnaround, but I mean, I guess miracles have happened. There's obviously a few guys here that I wouldn't mind keeping. A few guys that I wouldn't mind letting go and trying to replace them. So obviously Jalen Johnson, I'd like to keep him around. A few of these other guys. So we'll see if we can. I'm going to offer some contracts, see what we end up keeping. And I'll see you guys once I have some updates. A fair bit of guys did not accept. Jalen Johnson wants to test free agency. Darnell Mooney, Patrick Queen. Okay, but we do have money in free agency. So this is going to be interesting because obviously we're going to need to try to re-sign a few of those guys. So let's see if we can end up either re-signing them or trying to find some replacements. But I'll see you guys in free agency, see what we pick up. Should be exciting. Guys, we kind of struck out in free agency. I am not going to lie. This team struck out. We struck out. Yeah, I mean, damn. We really struck out. I mean, we picked up Tucker. Cam Akers, we got him. I don't really need him, but I got him. Eric Kendricks, it's a decent signing. Got Jake Bailey. Desmond King. William Jackson, boosted the corners. Justin Pugh, and then Alex Leatherwood. I mean, I don't know if this team is postseason where we have a lot of money still. But gosh darn, man, that is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think this team is going to be very good. But we have a lot of cap space. So, I mean, maybe if we could just go to free agency and sign somebody, it would be awesome. Obviously, we don't have our picks right now. Yeah. I'm probably just going to look to just trade these picks, these 2025 picks, since I don't really need them. So, just see if I can, like, upgrade a couple of my positions. For a 4th and 7th round pick, needed a center, so I guess he'll be our center. Season. So, here's what we have currently on the squad. This is the squad right now in preseason. So, I'm definitely going to try to make a trade for sure. And also going to see if there's any free agents we could sign just to make this team better. My camera keeps freezing for whatever reason. I don't know why. But we got Jalen Ramsey, got Roquan Smith, Justin Tucker, Cam Akers, Deontay Johnson, David Montgomery. So those are going to be my 2 backs. I might just like try to run a lot. Fields can run too. So going with the Akers-Montgomery combination. It's pretty solid. You guys see the team. Got King, Komet, Jackson the third, Jake Bailey, Gibbs, Cody Whitehair, Quinn, Justin Jones, Fields. It's okay. I think this team is somewhat solid, but like not fully solid. I don't know. I'm mixed feelings with this team, if this team's going to be good or not. However, like I did say, we do have money. And we do have our, like, 2026 picks, so I could theoretically try to do some trades here to improve the team, but also just see if there's anybody out there in free agency that we could just, like, add to the squad that's, like, really, really good, just because we can, because, like I said, we have money. But I'm also going to try to make a trade, because I have pick, or something. I have those picks in 2026, I believe, so we'll just trade those since we're not playing after this season, so why just we'll trade them, right? Because it doesn't really matter. We're just trying to win in 3 seasons. That's the video. So, yeah, $41.9 million in cap. So let's see if we can make a trade, but also let's see if there's any good free agents out there. But I'm going to start with the trade. Ed Oliver, Deion Dawkins, and Von Miller from the Bills for our first second, third round pick in 2026. So improving the defense and our line there as well with left tackle. So, and plus Oliver fits the scheme, so that's pretty solid. All right, another trade with the Eagles, Maddox and Juergens for a 4th and 2 5th-round picks. I traded away Kari, a 7th and a 6th-round pick, to the Giants for their 4th-round pick. The reason I'm doing that, and I'll tell you why, I'm going to sign Justin Jefferson because he is in free agency on a 1-year deal. And then we're just going to make a trade with those draft picks to just try to fill out, like, get a filler player. Because why not just sign Justin Jefferson for 1 season, right? So $1.16 million in cap space now that we're going to have. So that's another weapon. That's huge. So let's see if we can make one more trade, and then that'll be it. That'll be our squad for this season. 4th and a 7th-round pick to the Steelers for Kenny Young. We need a mid linebacker. So we got another linebacker. Fits the scheme. That's the team right there, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly, did we make a lot of moves. I don't know if this team's good enough. We're going to find out. It's an interesting squad for sure, so I guess I'll see you guys at the midseason. Oh, this team is 2-5. The team is 2-5. It shouldn't be 2-5, but it's 2-5. Do you have injuries? Is that what it is? I don't know what it is, but this team is 2-5. Out 1 week. Okay. But that's probably not why we're 2-5. So we need to pick it up in the second half of the season. We're not going to make the playoffs. This literally might be a meltdown. The 2-5 right now, not good enough. Not going to cut it. Yeah, not going to cut it in this conference. Not going to cut it. So let's take a look. What's happening stat-wise? Our defense looks like it's struggling. Justin Fields has been good. Can't complain. He's been solid. He's been solid. So he's not the issue. Cam Akers, okay. Fields. Then we got Gibbs and Montgomery. Okay, interesting. So Gibbs is the secondary, it looks like, and then David Montgomery's the third. So that's nice. Did I show you guys the roster? I did. I made a bunch of trades. That's why I completely forgot that I showed you guys the roster. Okay. Receiving. Johnson is my leading receiver. Then Robert Woods, Kmet, Jefferson. Jefferson's missed. Well, he hasn't missed a game, but it looks like he's going to miss a game. Then Quentin Johnson. Okay. Offense doesn't seem to be the issue. Blocking is pretty good. We'll take it. Tackles, Kendricks at 67, Young with 49, 40 for Ramsey, 40 for Will Jackson. Okay. Sacks. 3 sacks for Smith, Miller, Gibson. Then we got Young, Oliver Jones, Ramsey half a stack. Only 2 interceptions, Smith and King. Okay. Kicking, Justin Tucker, 6-7 on the field goal attempts, made all those extra points. And then kicking, punt return. Yada, yada, yada. So top 10 offense in terms of yards. That's pretty good. Our passing is improved, I would say, as well. Yeah, in the middle. And I still think we're near the top in rush. We are. Yeah, our defense is the issue this season. So far, as we have allowed teams to move the ball upfield through passing. And our rush defense has also been surprisingly bad. Okay. Interesting. Well, I can't make any moves, right? There are no moves that I can make. I have no draft picks. I have no cap space, really, or minimal cap space. So, this is the team. Like, it's just got to turn it around. There's too much talent, I think, on this team for it to not be performing well. So, we'll see if we can turn it around. It's going to be tough in our conference, but maybe we can get a wild card. I mean, we're 2-5. If we can win 5 straight, go 7-5, and then from there, from 7-5, go 10-7. I think that's enough to make a wild card for sure. So 8-2 is the goal for the second half of the season. Let's see if we can do it. I'm not confident, but you never know. But a 2-5 start's pretty bad. Well, the team went 11-6. So that is a 9-1. That's much better. Like, this team was so bad in the first 7 games. Yeah, this is a lot more like it. Looks like we did run the ball a lot more. We just said screw it. We had the best defense. There we go. Passing kind of allowed a little too many yards, but points per game though, we allowed the least amount of points, which is pretty solid. And we scored the 6 most points. So yeah, we had a good team. Obviously, I mean, you guys see the talent. We're taking on the Seahawks, so yeah, 11-6. So good season, made the playoffs. 2 straight, well, not 2 straight seasons, 2 out of 3 seasons. Had a down season last year, but as you guys see the standings, Rams were pretty bad. Okay. All right, let's see stats. What do we got? Justin Fields, not too bad. Didn't throw as much, I think, in the second half of the season, but still 35 TDs, 7 interceptions. That's pretty good. Nice passer rating. Okay, we'll take it from him. I'm sure he did some good rushing as well. Yeah, he did. Akers was really good. He was my number 1. Montgomery, he had 11 TDs himself. That's nice to see from him. And then Fields had 6. Gibbs with 1. Honestly, if we just run the ball, we should be pretty good. Let's just do that. DeAndre Johnson, nice season from him. 13 TDs, over 1,000 receiving yards. Justin Jefferson, not too bad for himself. Cole Kmet. Woods was good. Quentin Johnson, we drafted. Yeah. Wow. He only been targeted 9 times, but when he does get targeted, he's like a deep guy. 30 yards per average is insane. At 5 receptions. That's actually awesome from him. I'm super excited about that. Blocking, pretty good. Kendricks, geez, there's 171 tackles to lead the team, and it wasn't even close. In second place was Young. Okay, that's insane. 24 tackles with Ed Oliver. That's crazy too. Sacks. Smith had 16.5. That's absolutely ridiculous. 10 from Von Miller. Ed Oliver with 5. Gibson with 5. Jones with 3. Young with 2. Siaki Aiko with 2. All right. Interceptions. Jalen Ramsey with 6, leading the team. Love to see that. And then Kendricks with 2, and then a bunch of other guys down here had 1. Kicking. Justin Tucker was good. Jake Bailey. Punting, and then kick return, punt return. So this team had the 12th offense in terms of total yards, offensive yards rather, which is good. Which is good indeed. Our passing was probably near the bottom, but our rush was probably near the top. Makes sense. So just run the ball. Our defense, I'd imagine total yards was top half of the league. And we probably allowed a fair bit amount of people to pass the ball that first half of the season. Our rush defense, though, was awesome. So no one's running against us. So that's good to see. Here are your awards. Well, Coach of the Year and MVP. Joe Burrow, MVP. Arthur Smith, Coach of the Year. Okay. Nothing too surprising there. So we got the Seahawks in the wild card. I think we should beat the Seahawks. I think. Let's take a look at the playoff bracket. I forgot to show you guys that last season. Oh well, it is what it is. We're in the bottom right corner, in case you guys are curious. And there's the rest of the bracket. Let's see. Can we go and advance to the division? That'd be awesome. Let's advance to the divisional championship. I hope so. We'll find out. Wow, we won by 2 points. Okay. So we are in the divisional playoff, taking on the Cowboys. That's a tough matchup. Cowboys are a tough matchup, definitely. We're going to upgrade these players right here, and then, well, just one. You had 2 upgrades. So yeah, taking on the Cowboys, that's a tough matchup. They might beat us. They're a good team. We're a good team. All right. If we beat them, we're in the conference championship. Aw, 16-13 loss. That is unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. By 3 points, man. 3 points. A field goal. Field goal. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe Justin missed a field goal. I don't know. Well, got within 3 points from going to the NFC Conference Championship. It is what it is. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl and then close out the video. Gosh darn, man. That's unfortunate. Look at that. The Chiefs beat the Cowboys. So the Cowboys got all the way to the Super Bowl and couldn't win it. If that was us, we would have won. I think. Maybe. I don't know. But as you guys can see, Roquan Smith, though, was Defensive Player of the Year from our team. That's great to see. Not that it matters since we didn't win the Super Bowl. Jose Clark, though, Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Browns. And Defensive Rookie of the Year was Dante Bates from the Ravens. So, I guess with that being said, we made the playoffs twice. Got to the divisional. And that was as far as we could get. So, let's go to the full screen and close out this video. As well, you know, pretty solid. Did pretty good, but did not complete it. We didn't get the Super Bowl, so obviously that's the ultimate goal. But, you know, not every team can win it. You know, it is what it is, but I had a fun time with this video. If you had a fun time watching, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below some more videos. Social down in the description. Got a playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuilds. And subscribe to my channel if it comes from TJP. Apologize for my face cam. It might have been freezing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it just doesn't really work well when the light's off. It freezes up. But it seems like today was kind of bugging out a little bit. So hopefully that'll resolve itself next time we do a Madden video. I think I might take another small break, which basically just means a day off. Because I think I have an MLB simulation that I want to do with MJ Melendez. But I do want to cut those short very soon because I do want to continue with the Madden content, try to do maybe some Madden simulations, career sims, once we finish our rebuilds. Do our fantasy draft and stuff like that. And also 2K is going to be coming out as well, so I'm excited for that, especially 2K, because it got some exciting features coming, so I'm excited with that. A lot of ideas. But I guess with that being said, take care, have a good night, see you soon, and peace.